often I'm looking at movement, like if it's birds or squirrels or trucks. That's often what inspires me, is just people watching and movement watching. And like I love sitting in an airport and seeing, how people combine and move away and everybody's on their cell phone in one certain spot. And it looks like choreography to me. But that's just me. I'm Allison Orr, Artistic Director of Forklift Danceworks. Usually when I bring any of my ideas to anyone, the first reaction is, what are you talking about? I make work with people you don't typically think of as dancers frequently. I'm really interested in looking at the movement that comes from daily life and often work as inspiration for choreography. And I'm very inspired by the virtuosic movement that exists around me. People roller skating, firefighters, Venetian gondoliers, maintenance men. These are all people that I've worked with in the past. And so for years I had been dreaming about working with the sanitation department and working with people who day to day keep our city clean and whose work is often under the radar or invisible to most of us. And without it, all of us would be in big trouble, if the trash didn't get picked up, if our recycling wasn't taken away. So the idea had just been hanging out in my head for as long as I could remember. I think of it as just a massive trash truck ballet. Really working with the employees was super, super easy. They were very generous with me, and I think that they, more than any other group I've worked with, got from the very beginning that the public doesn't know what they do and that they are underappreciated and their work is often invisible. And so they really understood that this was a real opportunity to reach the public in a unique way and to tell their story. You guys want to know something weird? That when I smelled the smell of trash the other day,
thought about us.
I felt nostalgic. No, when we had our first rehearsal with collections the other week, I was like, oh, I miss that smell. That smell.
You get used to it.
You feel that same way?
But I do. I smell it and I'm like, oh, it's a good smell. That reminds me of some good times.